Hey, I bought a brand new starter from Napa for the 99 Maxima, Nissan Maxima. And this one's the 4N6867 part number. And I'm going to be installing it in the car. But before I do, I want to run some tests on it on the bench and compare it to the one that's in the car now that was remanufactured and gave me problems. And I worked on it a little bit and put it back in the car and it's working, but I don't trust it. So I've got the new starter wired up here on my bench, and I'm going to just test it, and I'm curious to see how it sounds and how it looks compared to the one that I've been using. And so I'm going to try this out now. I've got a jumper here from the solenoid. I'm going to attach it to, or touch it to, the positive of the battery. That sounds a lot different than my old one. Sounds really smooth, and a little more power. You can see I'm having to hold it down. Sounds very good. And so I want to show you a little bit about this new starter. It comes with a lot of information that's pretty interesting to see. It's been computer tested, and it comes with a printout. And I put gives you all the currents and the specifications that it was tested to, which is pretty interesting to read and see. They test the solenoid, the current the solenoid requires, and the voltage drops across the solenoid. Then they also test the current the starter motor requires, which is around 500 and some amps, 506 amps. And so there's a lot of really interesting specs that they give you on the starter. And I'll get some close-ups and put that on my video, and you can pause on it if you want to read them and study them. I've never seen this included in a starter before, and so it's kind of interesting to look at. And they also give a lot of other information that might be helpful. They give you information about maybe it's your starter relay, you know, and there's a little pamphlet that talks about that and how to troubleshoot that. And then there's also different, like the Ford has specific issues that you might want to look at, like the fusible links or the spade lug terminals get loose, things like that. And there's like a whole package of helpful tips that they include. And I'll show you the starter here. This is it right here. And so I can see this terminal here. This bolt was loose. It's the one they were testing on, I guess. And they've got that one tightened down. That's the one you're going to leave alone. But it looks pretty good. It had a sticker across here. I peeled that away. It said, you know, basically it's like if you got a problem, don't take it to the store. Give us a call, that kind of thing. Hopefully I'm not going to run into any problems.